At it again. And of course, Bidenomics has been the topic of discussion from the Biden administration. They've coined the phrase or the term Bidenomics. Well, is Bidenomics really great? Like, share, comment, hit that subscribe button if you are new. If you would like to help me out with this YouTube algorithm too, which, hey, listen, I would greatly appreciate it. Shout out to everybody that continues to do so on a daily basis. I appreciate every single last one of you guys, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Liking, commenting, sharing these videos, watching to the end, right? I greatly appreciate every single last one of you guys, man, because once again, these videos don't get pushed out to more folks without the help of you guys. You liking the videos, commenting, sharing the videos, and watching them to the end helps out with the YouTube algorithm. It forces the YouTube algorithm to push it out to more folks. So thank you guys for all of the continued love and support. I really do appreciate it. I really can't say thank you enough, right? Because this train doesn't roll without the help of you. I can make the videos, but if nobody's liking, commenting, and watching, it means absolutely nothing. So thank you. I really do appreciate it. I literally can't say that enough. But I've talked enough. Let's dive in.
The country should know the facts. They should know the choice between Bidenomics and MAGAnomics. American growth and hope, and we're building, or American lost jobs, raising fears. MAGA Republicans gave us a few short years ago.
Well, if the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results, the White House is officially nuts. The puppeteers behind Biden put out the president again today to read the teleprompter, to brag about how great Bidenomics is, because seeing Biden drool and drone through remarks is somehow going to make people feel good about shrinking bank accounts and high inflation and the high cost of energy. Well, so did the spin finally win? Joining us now to react, Biden's claims one by one debunked, Kevin Hassett, former Trump chair of the Council on Economic Advisors. Kevin, now, he claims that Americans won't be losing jobs with Bidenomics, and all they're going to have is hope. Okay, what's the truth there?
Right. Well, the truth is, first of all, it's a choice between Bidenomics and the truth. Okay. But, excuse me, Bidenomics is basically right now a sleight of hand that's similar to the cover-up of Hunter Biden. We just found out from the census that there's a humanitarian crisis in America, that in 2021, 11% of single-family families were below the poverty line. And we just found out that it's doubled. It's 22% of Americans. And so Bidenomics is destroying lives all around the country because he's created inflation and real wages are declining. That same census report says, if you go back to right before the pandemic, the real incomes for the median family are down $4,000 per family. And that's what Biden's cost us. And he's out there, basically spreading lies about the economy. It's really quite stunning.
So the real median wages under Trump got up to about $78,250. I know that off the top of my head. Which was staggering because that was up over, was it about 7,000 all in his 3 years in office? And even compared to 2020 at the height of the pandemic, Kevin, the wages then were higher in real median income terms than they are now. So Biden can't even beat Trump
by about $4,000
in 2020. Yeah, right. So what?
Yeah. Yeah, and real incomes dropped, almost $2,000 just in 2022. And so Biden's inflationary policies, everybody knows that they're harming lives. And the fact is that one of the other things that came out today is the producer price index, which both the producer price index and the consumer price index radically accelerated. And so we just had a month for producer prices that was about the same as the peak of inflation last year. And so this idea that inflation's going away because of the Inflation Reduction Act, another lie that he keeps telling, it's just false. It's not in the data. Inflation's coming back and lives are going to go down from those terrible numbers we just talked about.
Now, Kevin, Biden bragged about manufacturing jobs, which made me laugh. Watch.
Since I've come to office, all they've really done is attack me and my economic plan. Even though we've created 800,000 manufacturing jobs and a manufacturing boom we haven't seen in decades.
Kevin, is it true there's been a boom in manufacturing?
No, no. In fact, manufacturing is collapsing in the U.S. And he keeps, the thing that he did is he used COVID to get elected, and now he's using the COVID shutdowns to claim that things are better, but they're not. The best measure, real-time measure of manufacturing is the Institute for Supply Management's index. And right before the summer, it hit the same place it was at the trough of the COVID shutdowns, and it stayed down there since. And so everybody's looking at maybe 8-9 months in a row of manufacturing contraction when they look at the data. And so this idea that manufacturing's booming because of him is it's frankly just false. Where are the Pinocchios when you need them?
Yeah, exactly. He brought up Trump's tax cut, of course. Check it out.
When he passed that $2 trillion tax cut, skewed to the wealthy and big corporations, they didn't pay for a penny of it. The end result was that it has ballooned the national debt by nearly 40%.
Oh, that's a good one. Now, if you recall, the New York Times even admitted that the vast majority of Americans, Kevin, had their taxes cut. So what is he talking about? Trying to lay it at the feet of the so-called rich.
That's the craziest thing that he said. And the way to think about it is that the national debt right now is about 33 trillion. When right before the pandemic, it was about 16 trillion. But if you take 40% of 16 trillion, it's north of 6 trillion. And the Joint Tax Committee told us that the Trump tax cuts, so this is a static score, no benefits of growth, would only cost 1.5 trillion. So he lied when he said 2 trillion, and he lied when he said 40%, because there's no way that 1.5 trillion is going to be 40% of the debt, that he inherited. And so the bottom line is that people aren't fact-checking these speeches, or he's going off script. But I don't think they let him go off script, right? If he goes a little off script, they take him off the stage, right? And so,
cut his
so
mic.
I just can't imagine, but you remember, Lord, we used to talk when I was in the White House, if there was any number subtly off in a president's speech, that I just got raked over the coals. Do you remember that? We would say things that are true that they didn't like, and they'd say we were lying. Yeah,
they were.
And
they were on
now
you
he's out there doing this. It's really shameless. But it's like anti-economics. So Biden economics is like Dada economics, if you're an art historian.
I think,
it's
Kevin,
basically
when
nonsense. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, when he starts saying Maganomics, does he think that's an argument? Because most people think they were better off in 2019 than they are today. So if people think, Maganomics was really good for me. Like, you talk to the guy on the street with a workaday job, like, I made more money, gas was cheap, got to go on vacation. It was actually a pretty good deal. So I don't think Maganomics calling it that just helps Trump morning, noon, and night. Kevin?
Facts. And we've watched and checked out videos together right here on the channel of people talking about, I had more money when Donald Trump was in office. I even dropped a YouTube short of a guy talking about, how his checks got bigger. He was making more money when Uncle Trump was in office versus Joe Biden. And so if you want to coin Maganomics, sure, go ahead. Please do. Because people can remember what it was like when Donald Trump was in office. People can remember that. People do remember that. And we've seen many, many videos of people talking about how good it was, how much money they had, how they didn't have broke friends, how people weren't asking them for money, how money was flowing around, And so, you're not going to win on that argument, Joe. You're not. So if that's what you want to run on, go ahead. Please do. Have at it. Because that's one of the biggest arguments against him. And the fact that him and the left continue to come out here and insult us straight to our face as if we're like clowns or something, like just blatantly lying to our face. Everything's great, guys. Bidenomics is working. The blah, blah, blah. It's booming. No, it is not. That is the easiest argument against them, because people can just look at their bank accounts, look at their credit card usage, right? How much debt do you have on that credit card now? How's those gas prices looking? How's that grocery bill feeling? How's it feeling? How's it feeling to pay for those groceries every week when you go to the grocery store? How does that feel when you fill up the tank? What's that looking like? Goodness gracious, for the young folks, who are just coming up and you want to leave your parents' home, you want to leave the nest, so to speak. How is your home search going? How's that search going for you? Oh, Bidenomics isn't working too well, huh? By golly. Sheesh Louise. Stuff is ridiculous. And they're complete hypocrites. You know, because if this had been Uncle Trump's administration, they'd be losing their minds. Losing their minds. Mainstream media would be all up in arms. Oh, we need to debunk this and debunk that and debunk this. This is misinformation, disinformation, and blah, 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 and everything else. And over here, when Joe Biden starts lying, nobody says anything except for this one clip. Nobody says anything. It's all crickets. He's just allowed to just go up there and just spew whatever he wants to. Nobody's claiming misinformation or disinformation or any of that other crap. That's why I don't buy into any of this stuff that they push, man. They're complete hypocrites. It's love and positivity as long as you agree with me. That's their philosophy. It's all about transparency until it comes to the other side of the political aisle, right? Y'all better be transparent. Hey, well, you guys just doing some political witch hunt on us, blah blah. We don't need that. That's just craziness. We don't need to expose this or whatever. It's craziness. Whenever Democrats come out and spew out a bunch of lies and BS, everybody's quiet. Nobody says anything. But if Republicans come out and allegedly, say 36%, and really it's 37%, that's disinformation. And that's misinformation. We gotta stop this. It's craziness, man. But like I said before, I'm glad it is happening because it is waking a lot of people up to what is really going on. They've gone so far to the left, and I'm sure a lot of you remember the image that came out. I want to believe Elon Musk had retweeted it or came up with it or made it. I don't remember. I believe he had at least retweeted it once, but he said, I didn't leave the left. The left left me, right? And I feel like a lot of people feel that way at this point in time because the left has gone so far that they've left a lot of people behind. And they ostracized the people that didn't move with them, that still considered themselves a part of the left, but they weren't far enough left, right? So go ahead, keep going, have at it, go even farther left. Please do, wake more people up to what's actually going on. You're actually helping America. So I'm all for the left going even farther left. Go as far left as you can possibly go. Please do, because you're helping America, and the evidence is all around. The videos, the clips, it's all around. I've showed them to you guys. I vividly remember a young lady that I can't remember if I made a YouTube short one. No, I actually put her in a video. An actual video. I made a compilation video where she was talking about, I wasn't a Trump supporter. I really didn't like Trump. I was a Democrat, yada, yada, yada. But now that I see all of this stuff going on, it's actually woken me up to like what's actually happening around me. Now I will vote for Donald Trump. Now I will support Republicans. Now I am a part of the right because I see what's happening over there. So listen, Democrats, keep doing it. Keep doing it. Because there's a lot more people just like that young lady that we checked out that day. So that's how I'm feeling about it. But how y'all feeling? Y'all let me know. Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.